Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. It's been about a week since I posted. I figured to get on here and show you what I've been up to. My husband's away, so it's been so busy. Yeah, and my poor little guy, oh, my little Oscar, he was doing the boot scootin' boogie all over the house. Started on Saturday. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why? Like, he's never done that before. And my girlfriend, who came over that night and brought dinner from my favorite Thai place. And she looked at him and she said, I thought it was because he needed a bath. I thought he was dirty or something. She goes, no, that's not dirt. That is his anal glands. His anal glands need to be expressed or squeezed or something. I'm like, what? Now, I've heard another girlfriend whose dogs had to have that done, but I never really paid attention until it happened to my dog. I'm like, really? So now it's the long weekend. My vet is closed. I don't want to go into merge. He doesn't look like he's uncomfortable. Well, I guess he looked like he was uncomfortable, but he didn't look like he was in a lot of pain. So I called my vet, and then, you know, the voicemail referred us to another place in the next town over. So I called them and they said, if you come in right now, this was Sunday, if you come in right now, we're gonna have to charge you like after hours charges. She says, but it sounds like it's his anal glands and don't worry about it. You can wait till tomorrow. I'm like, okay. So they took me in Monday morning. I had no idea. And I don't like to research that kind of stuff too much because it gets into your head, you know? Like, never research anything medical or dog-wise or anything like that because then it gets into your head. Anyway, she did, you know, what she had to do. And let me tell you, that reeks. My little dog, who is my favorite, I want to say my favorite human on the planet, even though he's not a human, but he is my favorite thing in the whole world. And I had to have all four windows down in my vehicle, and I'm still driving home going, it was awful. It's like stunk stench on steroids. It was awful, and he smelled that bad all day yesterday, but today, he's much better. So this is a whole new thing. I don't know what it's about. And the vet said it was very, very, very common. And she's quite surprised that I haven't had to deal with it yet. I'm like, yeah, Zeus is 10 years old, Oscar's 5 years old, I've never had to deal with it. Anyway, he's much better. I'm still tired, too much to do. The husband's away, so therefore more falls on me. My boys don't start school till tomorrow, so Nolan him and his girlfriend are canoodling downstairs right now. I'm trying to make dinner. Just way too much to do. Oh, and my mom went away again. 2 days after I came back from the cottage, she flew out to Fredericton to spend some time with Tanya, my oldest daughter, and she's having a really, really good time. Anyway, I have no idea when she's coming back. So I'm on my own. And then on top of that, because we were there for 2 weeks, at the cottage for 2 weeks, I stripped all the beds, all the blankets, all the sheets, covers, everything got brought back. And I've been slowly washing things, refolding it's gonna go back up to the cottage, you know, refresh everything. But there was a lot. I don't even know how many industrial sized garbage bags of sheets and things were in there. I'm still trying to catch up on that. So, busy. Anyway, I'm babbling and rambling and I'm sorry. Okay, let's get into the yarny things. Okay, let's show you what I've been up to. I've been testing, but one thing that I did, we'll start with small and get to the pattern testing. So I was talking to my friend Wendy, the button lady, and I mentioned to her that I was looking for, I wanted to make some wristlets for my daughter and her girlfriends. And she sent me on this pattern, and the pattern is the Rica Colorful Crochet Clutch. Okay, there's no real good picture of it, but is what it looks like. Now, I made it, but I didn't line it yet because this is just the prototype. So this is what it looks like. Now, the pattern calls for different yarns, different colors. I did not do that. I just used a multicolored yarn. And this is, I love this cotton in pink, teal, orange. There isn't any orange in here, or that I can see of. Anyway, and then the pattern also calls for a magnetic clasp, which you would sew, which I bypassed. So I just created this little button closure using treble crochets, and I put a button on it, and there you go. And I did not line it because it is a prototype, but I am going to make this again, but in black, because I know my daughter will not take this. She likes neutrals. And, you know, blacks, champagne, ivory, stuff like that. Anyway, so I made that. And I'm thinking of actually, it's a good idea, but I'm thinking of using a different kind of strap, something that's not so stretchy. Anyway, so this is for, you know, they're young, they go to bars a lot. And so this is just to fit a cell phone and a credit card and pretty much it. And then, you know, they don't have to worry about it. So yes, I will be making these again, and I will be lining them, but great pattern, and it's so easy, so easy. Thank you, Wendy, and I will make it, but like I said, in solid colors. And then, what else did I do? So, I was watching Nicole over at Rabe Creations. I love her so much. I'll leave a link for Nicole too, and she's hand dyeing yarn naturally. And so I watched her video of her dyeing, and I wanted to do it so badly, but I didn't have any of that stuff. So I thought, okay, well, I'll just dye yarn. So I also didn't have like any bare yarn. And have you seen the price of bare yarn? No wonder hand dyed yarn is so expensive. Like, I mean, I went online, you can't get like, it's like 18 bucks for bare yarn for one hank or one skein. And like, what, you know, how are you supposed to make any money off of this? So hands down to those hand dye or independent hand dye or yarn dyers, because they're not making a lot of money at all. Anyway, but I did have some food coloring, and a long time ago, I mentioned to Laurel last year, I said, oh, I want to try, you know, dyeing yarn. She's like, go to Michael's and get yourself, get yourself the 100% wool yarn that's just white or off-white. So I had this in my stash, and it is the Peyton's Classic Wool Worsted in ivory. And I had 2 skeins. So, okay, the hanks are not very well wound. Anyway, this is what it looks like. This one was done in the microwave, which was, let me tell you, really, really easy and fun. And I'll probably be doing that again. I have no idea how to twist this. Let's try this. Anyway, this was a lot of fun, and the easiest, less mess, or least amount of mess, and it's food coloring. So it's, okay, that's as best as I can do. Yeah, it's food coloring, so it's not going to affect your pot. You're not gonna, you know, you don't have to, actually, you don't even use a pot, you use a plate. And you do everything on saran wrap, and then just wrap the saran wrap. But one thing I can say is a little goes a long way. So I had those food coloring, you know, the ones with the little pointy tips, and just went obviously I used more red than anything else. And then I put it in the microwave and it all spread. So a little goes a long way. And it's wool, and yeah. So a couple of days later, I was at the fabric store buying some fabric, and I found these. They're liquid dye. One is for natural fibers and one is for synthetic. So these ones were done in pots or dye baths. So this one is Sunshine Orange and it's for the natural. I had, like I said, I had two skeins of the Peyton's wool. So I did this, and this one, Sunshine Orange, but it's really, really, really bright. The thing is, it dyed extremely evenly. There's no tonals, everything is even. I love the color, but it wasn't really what I was looking for. I don't know, can you buy this kind of color commercially? I don't know. But it's one solid color. I'll still use it, I love it. But what I was looking for, anyway, the other one was synthetic. So I had this yarn in my stash and it's huge. It's a chunky and it's easy knit. Wonderfil yarn chunky. So it's a massive skein. It was 300 grams and it's slubby. And so I put this in the bath with this and I came up with this. It dyed unevenly. The dye took unevenly, but I love it. This is exactly what hand dyed yarn should look like. Anyway, look at the colors. Oh, I love it. It really is wonderful. Anyway, so I have quite a lot. I could probably make 2 hats out of this or more, I don't know. Anyway, I love it. This came out wonderful, but it just goes to show you don't know what you're getting. Like this, I guess I could assume that all their colors, if you use wool, it'll all look like that. This, on the other hand, is exactly what I was looking for. I love it. So I will be making, I wanted to start making something right away, but I wanted to show you in the hank form. Not that my hanks look good. Anyway, so that, I did that. Now I have 2 pots that I had to set aside. I took my oldest pots and had to set them aside for future dyeing if I want to. But I think I can see myself doing the microwave stuff. I really enjoyed that. It literally took no time to do, and actually it was the least amount of bleeding. So when you're washing things, I mean, I don't have a separate room with a sink in it that I could use, so I had to use my kitchen sink. And I was afraid of, splashing something and then permanently staining it. So, but you didn't have to worry about that with this one because the food color, it didn't bleed much at all. So I'm washing and I'm washing and I'm washing and very little color came out. So I guess the wool likes that color. I was actually afraid, so I sent Laurel a message saying, should I be worried? Water's coming out pretty clean right off the bat. And she's like, no, that's what it's supposed to do. Anyway, so this is a good one. I really like this. Okay, so those are my adventures in yarn dyeing. And then I've been testing 2 patterns. The first one, I was at the cottage and I got a message from Claudia over at Crochet Luna that she's putting out her first pattern and would I like to test it. I'm like, yeah, it's Claudia, of course. But I didn't bring any yarn. All I brought was that tank top that I was working on. That's it, nothing else. So I thought, oh my God, the nearest yarn store would be over an hour away. So I'm like, oh. But in the little town close to where we are, they have a little dollar store. I thought, oh, I'll check that first. If not, I'll have to do the hour drive. They had yarn, but all they had was worsted. So they had this Needle Crafters yarn. I don't even know what this is. It feels, oh, it says 100% acrylic, but honestly, it feels like a cotton, like a very soft cotton. It's a very soft yarn. And they had the 10 Sale Soft Worsted in bronze. So they had that. So I thought, oh, these 2 look good together. Not that there was a lot of choice, but. And I made the Encanto wrap. I love the combination. I love the colors. except the yarn is a little dense. It's worsted. So I can see myself using this as more of a scarf. I love this. I love the colors, and I love how this this worked out. Really, really easy. The pattern is written by a crocheter. She doesn't assume anything. She writes everything out, and yet she was able to get it done in, I think, 3 pages long. Let me see here, or maybe not. Okay, so it's a little longer. It's 6 pages long, but that's including the pictures. So it's this. And sorry, I ran out of ink. I just changed it, but these 2 patterns were printed when I had no ink. Anyway, yes. Awesome pattern. So what she also does, not to show you the pattern, but she does this. She gives you the counts, and all you do is check it out, the row counts. Check it off, check it off. It's like she was writing for me, because that's all I do. I hate row counters, I hate all that stuff. I always forget to click. So to me, I always have a pen or pencil, check, 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 check. But so when it's a repeat, it's really hard. You gotta put, you know, keep track. She provided that for you. Really, really easy. And it was funny, I was reading the pattern, I'm going, well, it's essentially a long rectangle. Why are there increases and decreases? Couldn't wrap my head around it until I started working on it, going, ah, this woman is smart. She figured it out. And I wouldn't have been able to figure it out. That's why I don't write up patterns. Anyway, I love this. I really do, but it's gonna be a scarf. So, I promised to test it for her, and I didn't want to do a half-assed job and just doing this. So I said I'm gonna get fingering. Well, obviously the fingering weight took me a lot longer, but I created this. Oh my God, this is like air. It is so nice. And I did the same thing that Zelda did. I put the variegated in the middle, not thinking, not following Claudia, because Claudia did the variegated over here and the plain color here, so that if you wanted to take it around, you would see more of the variegated. I didn't do that. I wasn't thinking. But that being said, it makes a great wrap. And it draws attention to your back, which you normally don't draw attention to your back. Anyway, but I probably won't wear it like that. I will probably wear it like this. And it is so, I guess I should talk about the yarn. The yarn that I use, both fingering, the white, look at this. Just look at that. Oh, it's like air. Is by Candy Coated Yarn, which is actually Crafty Momma Design. She actually has a YouTube channel too. I'll leave the link for both on down here. And there's her card. It's pretty awesome. And this is 75% superwash. This is her sweet base. Superwash nylon. And it's called the Red Queen. So that's this, the variegated. And then I was looking for something to go with it, but I mean, I could have gone with black because I have a black fingering, but I wanted something lighter in color. And I found this, and this is the Barocco Folio Luxe. And this is 65 superfine alpaca, 25% rayon, 8% acrylic, and 2% other fiber. The other fiber is, I'm gonna try to show you the sparkle. Can you see that sparkle? Oh, I hope you can. I don't know. I don't have my glasses on. Anyway, it's literally like air. It's like a big cotton ball. It is so nice. But I guess if you have an allergy to animal fibers, you won't like it. But oh, I love it. It's so soft. Anyway, the whole thing is, oh, and the colorway, is there a colorway? No, colorway 4601. Anyway, this wrap is so awesome. I love it. It's like, I don't know. It's light. It's so light. Like, it's like not wearing anything. Anyway, I love it. Good job, Claudia. I might be making another one, only because I need to reverse. Put the variegated here and the solid up here, or maybe 2 variegated. Actually, I saw Zelda's. She added, I don't even know how many colors, 3 or 4 colors. I'm like, I love it. I would never think to do that. But it is so awesome. She did such a, as she says, go big or go home. Go home, yeah. Go big or go home. Anyway, great job. And I believe that the pattern is, it's on sale on Ravelry right now. And I believe it's coming to Etsy. I will leave the link down below. And I believe it's on sale till the end of September. So you need to go get yourself a pattern. Go get yourself this pattern. Really easy, well written, and it's by one of our own. The other pattern that I tested was, I got a call, not a call, a message from Laurel. She says, hey, you got 30 minutes to test a pattern? I'm like, of course, absolutely. And this is I'm also working on some big blankets, so, you know, monotonous. So these are my new palette cleansers. Anyway, I apologize, you can't really see that because my ink. Anyway, it's the Shirelle headband. And, okay, so the first one that I made was this. It really, really is a quick project. I love it. I'm gonna model it for you. How cute is that? Okay, I love this. It's so easy. And you can do 2 versions. So I did that one, and I did the wrapped version. So you have the unwrapped version, then you have the wrapped version. Yeah. I'm not as big a fan of the wrapped version. This one's a little tighter. I don't know why. I'm not too keen on this. But I see that everybody else seems to like it a lot. So, gotta know your customers if you're thinking of making these. Honestly, this one was using scrap. This one was using Lush Alpaca by Loops and Threads in the colorway light pink. So, did that. And then I made a gray one. Again, love it. This one is right up my alley because it's gray, it's neutral, it's, you know, you probably use this for house cleaning, you know, put your hair back. So I love that. Again, unwrapped. But by far my favorite one was, I had some of this Lovey by Loops and Threads, which is fun fur. It's a little big, but I don't care. I love it. It's got a little bit of fur. It's just fun. It's fun. So there you go. You can play around with it. This one is wrapped, but I guess you can't really see the wrap. It just looks like a little bit of fur. So I love these patterns so much. And Laurel, you did a great job. Claudia, you did a great job. I think they're both home runs. Now, I also noticed today that I'm past 6,000 subscribers. I guess I should have been paying attention, but I really wasn't. And I should have been prepared, but I'm not. So I will have a 6,000 subscriber giveaway, but not for a little while, only because I have no idea what to give away. I have to figure it out. Right now, I'm very, very busy. And I actually have company coming in from Calgary to spend a couple of weeks. So I got to get the house ordered. You know, I'm not even going to ramble on about that. Life is busy. Let's just say that. So I will get something together maybe within the next week. But in the meantime, to wet your whistle, I've decided to give away, I'm going to have 2 winners. One person can have the Shirelle pattern, and I will draw one person to receive the Encanto wrap. So I'm gonna leave this open till, what's today, Tuesday? I'm gonna leave this open till Friday. Friday I'll pop back in and pull the 2 winners, and all I need is your email address, and I will gift you those 2 patterns. So yeah, that's just to wet your whistle a little bit. I will have a proper giveaway maybe in a week or so as a thank you. Like you know, I'm blown away. I don't check the numbers very often because I don't expect it to go up. I don't. I love just connecting with people, even though I am a little scatterbrained. But you know, I love it. I love watching all of you. I've been watching nonstop YouTube. You know, I'm vacuuming and I turn on the TV while it's full blast so I can hear while I vacuum. Not that I have a lot of vacuuming because we have hardwood, but you know, cleaning and whatever. You guys are always playing, trying to catch up on everybody when I'm enjoying all the vlogists. But there's a lot of you out there. So anyway, again, I'm gonna stop babbling. Leave a comment down below. Doesn't matter what you know, what your comment is. I will pick 2 winners on Friday and I will gift them each of the patterns, or gift 1 pattern to 1 winner, the other pattern to the other winner. Anyway, I hope everyone is having a wonderful week and we will talk soon.